So there's nothing crazy, you know, going on in this game right now. It's all just planning and maximizing our time. This is what you will work on for as long as you are a jungler, and this is what the best junglers in the entire world are extremely good at. And we go back to my jungle, because the only thing that I'm gonna do if I'm not farming my camps is a guaranteed play objective or enemy camp. What's up guys, Coach Leo here. Just quickly before this video starts, I wanted to mention that the game that you're about to watch is not only going to be insanely educational on the fundamental side of things, but it also explores what your mindset should be when you lose a game where you feel like you played really well and you should have won. So I coach daily in the Jungle Academy and I review games like this all the time. Frustrated students wondering what they could have done to win the game. And my response is always the same. You will win more than you lose if you keep this kind of consistency up, which is the most important thing. And the fact that you don't always need to learn something super profound from this type of game. Take the small learnings and move on. Without further ado, enjoy the video. What is up guys? Welcome back to Jungle Gap. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys, in a lot of my videos, we kind of talk about all the fundamentals. You have my entire thought process. But in this specific video, I'm going to show you guys how to really abuse probably the #1 jungle fundamental. This fundamental, obviously you probably get a different definition from a different coach of what this exact fundamental means, but of course we are talking none other than tempo. And I'm going to be talking about tempo in this game, talking about how to use it, its different forms. We're really going to focus on just tempo, and I'm going to become, I'm going to show you guys and become a tempo demon this game, and show how to abuse it. So there's going to be a huge focus on, like I said, all the different variations of tempo. We're going to be talking a little bit about, different kinds of ways. Oh shit. And we can't be kind of AFK. Oh, we cannot do this invade level 1 because, okay, now we need a ward here. Ward this for me, if you could, please, kind sir. If not, that's okay, but I'm pretty sure this guy may be starting my blue buff. Which is okay. Oh, wonderful ward. He could be starting my wolves as well, I suppose. But anyway, we stick to the plan. So the main premise, or the main kind of point of this video as well, is just going to be what can come of good tempo usage in a game. This is, as you guys saw, this is like diamond / master game. And so, in these kinds of games, you're going to be faced with many decisions that you're going to make. And basically the point of always being on tempo is like saying you're always, do not reset. Okay, this is not good. This is not tempo. I'm actually going to eat that. That's okay. So yeah, I'm going to lock into my clear, because one of the big parts about tempo is clearing quickly, because tempo means time. In many different variations, it means time. Let's see where you go off this little camp, buddy. Are you going to invade me, or are you going to run to your top side? You're running to your top side. And my clear should be a lot faster than this guy. So, Ryan did get a buff this patch, or last patch, for his clear speed, but... And, one thing about, as you clear and you can see I'm F-king right now, right? But I would almost suggest, okay, I would suggest that you prioritize your clear speed over your awareness. Especially if you're playing a champion, more of a full clear kind of style of champion like Jarvan. I would really highly suggest this. So we now know that the enemy jungle is spawning towards the top side. So yeah, just make sure you have that clear down. Of course, I will be doing my usual gameplay, which is pinging, but there's not going to be a huge emphasis on, like I said, the other fundamentals. Because sometimes you really just need one thing to focus on at a time, right? Like if you just try and focus on 20 different things at the same time, it's not really, it can be overwhelming sometimes. Okay, so right here, we're just going to immediately one-shot the scuttle, and then we want to use our spare time ganking bot. You also want to make sure you utilize your spare time. So, basing too early and things like that. Even if I just trade flashes here, I still want to kind of go for it because I'm playing Jarvan. And in this case, I might even be trading flashes. Wow, this guy just actually lived that easy. That's crazy. Go Vel'Koz! Okay, nice. We got a flash. That's all I came here for. An immediate base. Immediate base in the bush. I'm not going to help them push this wave up. We are basing. Because we want to be on time for this camp. If we had more spare time there, we could have, stayed and hit a bit more. But seeing as that's our spare time finished. And my rule, guys, the regular tempo and the spare tempo, the camps up versus camps down rule is that unless you were getting a guaranteed high percentage kill or objective or enemy camp, you always want to be clearing your camps over anything. And so now the game plan is we need to speed Demon as soon as we can back to that bot side and abuse those flashes. And we saw Zahen actually overstay his turn. He did not base. So we now currently have a move over Zahen. So if Zahen now goes back to the bot side and clears these 2 camps, it is going to open up 2 things. Either we kill Melio or we do Dragon. So it is, you know, we basically, you can see a lot of League of Legends, and I'm going to talk about this more as the game goes on. But League and jungling is very, very much so move-based. Some people, you know, describe it as scoring goals. You know, I just say turn-based game. And you only, or sometimes you have enough tempo for, you know, a lot of things. Sometimes you have enough tempo for a small thing. He did a small move mid. He's doing another move mid. Look, he still hasn't based. He still hasn't based. So we're thinking about when we want to gank bot. I'm going to do one more camp because, well, I'm being a little bit greedy here. And I just know that the bot play is going to happen. And I know that there's Zahen 100% now. He's going to go topside. So kill Melio, right? Or do Drake here. In this case, because Melio is pushed, I'm going to choose kill Melio. So I'll ping there. If they play respectfully, we'll just take Drake. So they're immediately dipping here, right? So we're just going to ping the dragon. And you got to also make sure you're looking at those things. Try and just utilize my wards here. It's kind of like a bit of a bad ward. I'm going to utilize some pings here. And I'm going to ping that Zahen should be topside. So all those little moves Zahen made. I mean, this is also just because he's pulling to topside. But we're going to be analyzing the enemy jungle's tempo too. He used his tempo to gank mid twice. And so for that reason, he loses the dragon. Now, I still have a little bit of spare time here. You guys see this? So there's a scuttle spawning, which I did not realize actually. And when is my Krug spawning? In 24 seconds. I want to take this as soon as I possibly can and be on that camp as it spawns. Otherwise, Zahen will take it. And even though the Melio has no flash or whatever, we're basing. You know, I'm actually even a little bit late here, but he shows up here, so that's good. We're just gonna drop the ward here, immediately buy. We'll buy a pink ward as well, and we'll ping. Hey, he's here now. So there you go, move for move. He ganks mid. I take something back. We think about what he's doing. We think about where he's pathing. So you want to also match tempo in terms of the jungle as well. Like how much time has he used up? And sometimes it's not always going to immediately result in you gaining something. But that tempo does not disappear, okay? It doesn't just disappear into thin air. Sometimes junglers get away with more than they should, or, you know, what we think. A little bit about tempo here, right? Like, as you can see, I'm not doing, like, the Krugs into the Raptors. I'm just simply clearing just for speed. I just want to get to bot side as soon as I can. Once again, I know that my flash is similar to Melio's, so I am going to have one more chance here to ult bot, which is the main play I'm really looking for here. I really want to try to get my ult on bot. I'm going to leave the weak side now. The Zahen, once again, I know is pathing towards the top side. Wow, my wards were really interesting here, but you know, that's you got to utilize that spare time. Like if you got to go, you know, if you got a base to get to your top side camps, you just place the ward on your feet. It's all good. Tempo Demon. We are very much so on tempo this game, and we did get kind of, you know, we got the extra 2 CS, 2 camps from the Drake. And okay, so here we go. So should we skip camps here? Wave is pushing. We still have a little bit of time on the flash because Melio, he flashed a little bit after us. So we don't have to overforce this either, right? If they're already playing safe, once again, it doesn't always have to result in something. Enemy bowling playing very safe here, so I'm just going to keep farming. No need to overforce this play, because if you overforce that play, you may miss another play, which is potentially going and contesting these grubs. And there we go. We see the enemy jungle. We're matching his tempo to mine. I'm pinging him here because I know that I'm finishing my clear. He's also finishing his clear. Now we're going to watch top. We're going to think dive bot or react top. In this case, I kind of want to react top because there's no play bot, even though the scuttle is spawning up there. Okay, enemy top's conditions very bad. He died. Now the Zahen will maybe move towards this objective, and we shall ping our Ahri. We're going to actually let him in here. We're going to let him in here, and we're going to make a little trap. Just a little trap. We also already swept here. He just used his E, so now he is cooked. I'm going to pop the pot. I'm going to pop everything. We're just going to wait for his flash, maybe. Here we go. Here it comes. Okay, the charm comes out, so we just play knock him off. But a little bit of creativity. And now we just do the objective. Don't really need full help here. A little extra to this game is the fact that they have a Kassadin, so we kind of need to utilize the fact that we are stronger early. So we do kind of want to fight. We want to stack dragons before this guy gets to his Thanos point. Now look once again. My team is making a play mid. I'm going to just let him cook. I'm going to let him cook, and because my camps are spawning. So we immediately go back. It could have been a decent base timer, but here I think it's fine for me to stay, also because of my item. And I will choose to base after my Raptors now. So something about basing is that the best time to base really, it's, you know, you can look at basing as like a spare time job. And what I mean by that is you want the camps to be ticking down when you base, ideally. Now, obviously in this situation, because of my item, I'm just going to base straight away. And I'm about to have 2 charges of smite. So make sure you're using your charges of smite as well. So you're not sitting on 2 charges, because sitting on 2 charges, you are wasting tempo, because that is a lot of damage. 1,000 damage. Think about how many times you have to auto attack for that. All right, we're feeling juicy. We're feeling good out of base here. We've got our Sundered. We're looking at the bot lane matchup. We're considering, is this a guaranteed play? Should I skip my camps? How is it best to utilize my tempo? How should I best utilize my time? They are fully all in right now, so because we are also already on the strong side of the map, I don't mind moving here for the scuttle. For the scuttle, because we're still farming here. They have wards. Okay, we cleared the ward. Dragon spawning in 20 seconds. But this is just because the dragon spawning in 20 seconds does not mean we hang around here. You can see here there's a pink ward here. There's a dragon spawning. Oh, look where my Jarvan is going. My Jarvan just going back to his camps. Okay. Just to do with dragons, guys, like, you've got to be really, really careful about dragons, because dragon is a huge tempo investment. And you do not want the game to be, well, when you start dragon, you're at an automatic disadvantage. So you don't just want to randomly start dragons. If we feel like we have a big enough advantage, so maybe my mid is winning really hard, my bot's winning really hard, which is neither of the case here, and we can do it. But as you can see here, if I started dragon, wouldn't have been too good. So now I have completely some spare time, like completely free time now. I'm just going to chunk this guy, just first of all. And we'll just fight him a little bit. We'll give him a Q here. We know that Kassadin's behind him, so we just take that chunk. And taking small wins like that is really nice, because now we can actually pull the Drake. So now I have a big enough advantage because of that chunk that now allows me to pink the pit. Remember, you want to pink the pit. And now if they fight us, we're thinking, okay, well, if you guys come and fight us now, we are so much stronger than you that we can just turn around and kill you if you come in. And that is basically what you want to be thinking. Whenever you do a dragon, that's how you want to be thinking. Now, why am I basing here? Even though I only have 600 gold, because there's nothing left to do on the bot side. My top side camps are spawning. So we're just going to take a base. We're just going to buy a longsword here and a cloth armor. And just like that, we're utilizing tempo to the fullest. So there's nothing crazy, you know, going on in this game right now. It's all just planning and maximizing our time. And this is what you will work on for as long as you are a jungler. And this is what the best junglers in the entire world are extremely good at. They're extremely good at maximizing how they use their tempo, how they use their time on the map. So here again, look, looking top, you know, don't go for a gank like this. Do not. You got all your, well, you don't have all your camps, but you've got camps to farm. So you want to farm the camps. You don't want to go and burn this guy's flash. What happens if you run around the map just burning and ganking everyone? Is that you end up just burning everyone's flash and then you get nothing done. All right, so now my bot side camps have not spawned yet. So I want to look for a bot play right now. You can see already bot lane starts to get aggressive. So I want to try and run here as soon as I possibly can and get involved. Now I can choose to maybe go a creative way here, right? Which is going through this way. And look at that. Very nice. Lands in my lap here. Okay, my flash was unnecessary, but maybe I kill this guy with Conqueror and red buff. Ooh, shield. Okay. Not bad. So immediately I'm just going to check a camp. If the camps are down, I'm just immediately going to take the gate if I can. And we go back to my jungle. Because the only thing that I'm going to do if I'm not farming my camps is a guaranteed play objective or enemy camp. Play as in a kill. And that should be your mentality as well. And this is how you make sure that you are using your time as best you can. This is how I'm able to have so many opportunities because I'm on tempo. And this is not also to say that you should be waiting for camps. You know, there is such thing as recalling too early. You got to utilize your spare time as well to just clear some vision, help a wave push out, blow a Melio flash, etc. Okay, so 34 seconds on my Gromp. It's just like, you know, that's just like your timer to base. Unless this bot kill is 100%, I'm not going to go for it. I'm just going to base. And, you know, I also saw the Zihan topside, so make sure I don't want to, you know, lose. So, you know, as the gate spawns, right, I just talked about being at the camp too early. So if you do find yourself at the game at the camp too early, then just utilize your time somewhere else here, right? So walk in here, maybe sweep some vision, hit this plant, gather some information, just like this, right? So even if you do, don't wait at your camp. Make sure you're doing stuff. And obviously a lot of this stuff is judgment calls, right? Like knowing whether or not a gank is a judgment call. I just know that, you know, this champion is Aurora champion. If you know, you know, this champion's like ungankable. Unless she just, I don't know, turns a monitor off and runs into you. Okay, so yeah, Raptors are spawning now in 10 seconds. I'm just gonna sit behind my mid laner. You know, just int check. Maybe this guy just randomly loses his mind and goes in. The Melio is also bot here. So now I'm thinking, okay, well, if they want to use their tempo here, if the enemy team wants to use their move here, then we should also look to use our move here. Now, it's either taking the Rift Herald or diving top. But seeing as we have numbers on top here, generally the kill is better than the... Okay, let's just ult to get out of tower range. Oh my goodness! So we're still talking about tempo here. We're still talking about the fact that the enemy used a move here. You see why Melio could not be part of this play is because he used his tempo bot side. And when you're thinking about taking the Rift Herald here or taking the enemy camps here, you again want to think about tempo. Okay, the wolves are gone. There's a ward here. The enemy is spawning in 10 seconds. So guess what? I actually don't want to take this Rift Herald. Do I want to take this Rift Herald? No, I actually don't. I want to take my Raptors. I want to take the Scuttle. Because the Rift Herald takes a long time. My Alawi, if you see, she wants to now base. So I don't want to be on this Rift Herald right now when the enemy team actually has the ball, has a move. So now we're just going to go to the bot side. I'm no longer going to go for the top Scuttle either. We're thinking about a base here maybe, but you know, it's 40 seconds on Drake, so I don't want to base yet. Oh, they're all top side. Them all being top side makes me want to go into their bot side jungle. Yeah, Jin is a little bit caught here, so we're just going to let him die. Maybe look for a play in between. Okay, we've been spotted on a ward. So when you get spotted on a ward like this, you just want to kind of dip. There is no longer a play here because the enemies have numbers. So we should just back ping this guy. We're just going to dip. And we're just going to minimize it. The enemy have the move. They have the move because they have the numbers. Now, should we defend mid here? Yes, we should. So I will run mid. Thinking about my items as well. 300 gold. So they actually get this move. Or they get this, hey. I needed that cannon. And obviously this changes a little bit. So you see how my Krugs are spawning now, right? Now, you know, depending on if you want to start this Drake or not, or, you know, what you're going to do about this dragon, the enemy Caston has actually kind of... Oh, hang on, hold up. This guy's a little bit caught here, so I think we should move on him. He still has his little thing. They're going to try and knock him up before he uses it. He wants to go over the wall. I'm just going to ulti over here because the melee looks caught. And because my Ari, I already saw he was moving, we can just fight now. Because we're just really, really strong. If they walk into me here, we're just going to go on this guy. He wants to go through me, I think. No, maybe not. Okay, wonderful. Perfect. And again, you know, a main reason why I'm so strong in this game, the Jarvan, the warrior, he's level 12. You know, the rest of the game is also level 12. Top lane is level 13. This is once again, mainly just because of how well I've spent the time. Now, the enemy team died here. How much tempo do I have? Well, they're all spawning in 3 seconds, so I actually don't even want to go on his red buff, or his red side camps here. I'm just going to ping everyone, hey, we're basing. I've got 2k gold. And I'm controlling the map's tempo as well. You know, I'm controlling the troops. Our top laner died. You know, they might have TP on their top laner. They might, you know, you don't want to look for these Raptors here on that timer. Instead, I'm gonna have a little scout here on this guy. Although I think he is gone, so we're not gonna waste our time chasing that. We are, however, gonna clean up. So you know, when it comes to camps, it's all about efficiency. You know, you wanna consume. You wanna vacuum. I call it being a map vacuum. You want to vacuum up the map, but I don't want to take this wave because this wave my top laner can actually get. And I could be on my red side camps, right? So I don't want to take this wave. And, you know, we talk a little bit about uptime, downtime, but in this video, I'm just going to talk about tempo. I'm just going to talk about moves. I'm going to talk about numbers. Okay, so the enemy jungler is showing bot side. So we are going to immediately be thinking, what do we want to do about that? Well, in this case, this is very interesting, actually. This is something I don't talk about much. But the enemy team have the Rift Herald. So if I go and try and trade topside right now, we are going to trade a lot worse than the enemy. This guy is kind of trolling, no? I feel like this guy is super trolling. I feel like this guy is super trolling. So, yeah, just don't die and you'll be okay, buddy. I'm just going to ult him just for the... Wow, my E does so much damage. Whoops. Alright, that's okay. So enemy is dead for 30 seconds, okay? Did he have blue? Did he have the blue buff? No, he didn't. So I immediately want to think about what can I take. I want to take something. I want to take his raptors. I want to take his blue. I want to look for something to take because he's dead. Amelia is dead. So just very clean League of Legends, guys. The better you use your time, the more opportunities will present themselves. Okay, we check these caps. Nothing now to take. We're kind of also in proximity to our team. Maybe we can just look for a little plate here, but it's about to be nothing. It's about to be, we should not fight here anymore. So we are just going to hit this guy for a bit. He flashed in, so we'll take that, but now we'll leave. Now we will leave, and now we'll go farm all our camps. On the way, though, we will take this pink. We'll take some of their vision. If they push down mid, they could be trolling. I'm going to fake leave here, but I'm actually going to come back, and I'm going to target the Melio. Okay, so she still has he still has his little bubble. So I'm just walking up. Look at this. Walk up auto attack. E on both. No, I kind of trolled. We'll just go for the one kill. Oh, never mind. We'll go for both. Oh my god, I'm so boosted. Flag kill. Another one. Okay, what can we take? Immediately, the enemy die. What can we take? We run in somewhere. We look for something. He has a tower here, so we shouldn't really chase too hard. He's going to juke up. No, he's not. Is this grump up? Nope. And you see I have 2k gold here. So why did I not immediately base, even though I had 2k gold? Because the enemy are dead. And if I just base there, we would not be able to get the scuttle. We would not potentially be able to get his camps. And this is one of those interesting situations, okay, guys? Now, my whole team is on the map. But we have just established topside control. So unless I think I can take something more here, like this tower or like these camps, it is acceptable to just play on your own timer until the next objective here. So in this case, I'm actually just going to play completely my own timer here. You see this, like, I'm not really caring. And my team's actually doing a really smurf thing here, which is pressing B. And generally, you know, when someone is off map, when you're off map, when your team is off map, it's good to do your own thing here. And we're going to keep very objective focused here. So out of base here, I am definitely going to... Do I need MR this game? Yeah, I do. I'll just build more into Death Dance. Okay, so look out of base here. I'm not going to touch a camp because now I actually can do something. I can take his raptors and we can get vision in their bot side. So I'm just immediately just doing a double EQ, a double gate into their jungle. And I'm just going to ping everyone. Hey, come here and fight. Look at me spam pinging like a madman. I'm commanding my team. I'm going to wait for my Ari a little bit here. Is a very good trap right now. Yep, Amelia is caught. These guys are all caught. So we're just going to go in now. Perfect. Gonna ult these two. Hopefully my Ari follows. Maybe we are a little bit deep. Yeah, we are. Wow, I'm actually alive here. There's no way. I think I'm dead. Live! Okay. A little bit deep. Little bit deep. I thought my Ari was gonna like kill them all there. So you can see, you know, just continuing. I'm immediately gonna take a camp here because I want to heal. And then we're gonna keep watching the fight. Gonna heal a little bit from that camp, but I'm gonna ping back. I'm gonna sit right on this wall because I want him to bait them to me. He's got passive though. Alright guys, here's something else that's interesting. Look what I'm gonna do. Look what I'm gonna do. My team's pinging me. It's gone. Accept reality, Velkos. Accept the reality. Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's gone. You know, your team's not gonna be happy, but this is the cope. You know, they're smoking some copium. You see that? Like... I know it's gone, right? I know that, you know, it's completely cope to fight that. And you can maintain, look at this. I got 3 camps just from this decision. I can also get the top wave, right? I can push the top wave in too. So just based on that, and you can see no one was happy. Everyone was like, what the hell is my Jarvan doing? This guy is griefing. But You gotta accept reality. You must accept the reality of the game. And think about tempo. Move for move. They take Drake, I take your topside camps. I take all your topside camps. My entire team is here, by the way. This Amelia is kind of trolling. So, okay. I thought I could buffer that like the other way, but I guess not. Alright, we have full control. This is a good time. I can actually take a sneaky little base here. Sneaky little base, buy them all. Okay, so when you gain control of a side, you can do whatever you want. That's the new rule. Oh my goodness, I can't buy this pink ward. Okay. And immediately back to the top side. So now they're getting control. Now I want to potentially contest waves. I want to contest waves here, so I'm going to ping on the way here. And this Caston hit 16. Uh-oh. And my Ari is very much so getting out here. Amelia might face check this, so maybe it's just warded. Huge! Okay. We take those, and we push top. We don't do Baron here because our team cannot do it. Or maybe we can. Actually, no, we can. I lie. They're all bot side. But we need our Jhin. Okay, that's fine. Wow, my Alawi's the GOAT. Okay, we just pushed top. It's okay, guys. You see, the problem with this elo, even though they do have Kassadin, the problem with this elo is that they think the game needs to be end in 25 minutes. Now, I completely understand the wrath of Kassadin, but I mean, the Baron was fine. The Baron call was completely okay. Okay, so why are we not basing here, guys? You already know. Enemy dead. Look for what you can take. And now I won't be able to take this entire tower, but oh, maybe I will. Yeah, my champ's OP. I mean, you can try and chase me. Wait, can you actually kill me? I don't think so. Alright. Alright, guys. Okay, he's angry. Okay, he's angry. And I'm out. Okay, my Alawi is dead for 35 seconds. Guys, you know what this is? This is like you can be mega greedy here. So I'm gonna watch the fight. I think this guy was gonna invade me over doing the Baron. If they do Baron, I think it's super troll from them. But we'll see. Oh. They have a lot of people topside. This might be a bit in. Okay, we're trolling. Oh my goodness, what a godlike Melio. Okay, this fight was really bad. Guys, we're losing our minds. My team. Okay, so, okay, guys, in this situation when, you know, you wanna strangle your entire team because they're just losing an extremely easily winnable game. These are the type of games where you, even though easier said than done, you need to not focus so much on the outcome, right? And just focus on little 1%. So the result of this game is irrelevant. Okay, the result of this game is irrelevant. Just you know, a little warning. Yeah, the Caston might just 1v9 this game now. What do I need to build here? Do I need to build more MR or should I build Death Dance? I'll build Death Dance into another MR item. Ah, sheesh, guys. Okay, it's okay. It's fine. In these types of games as well, right, where everyone is kind of inting, you just gotta remember as well that the enemy team are also inters, so hopefully this Caston ints. Why is scaling so OP? Why is scaling so OP? Yeah, my Vel'Koz is not happy. He's not happy at all, is he? You can see, guys, even in high elo games, this happens. Even in high elo games. One dragon give. And yeah, your Vel'Koz wants to follow you around. But I mean, once again, play with the cards you've been dealt. In this situation, I'm just gonna maintain farming, even though my champion does not. It's honestly even surprising to me here. It's surprising even to me that in a diamond / master tier game, and this just shows you the quality of you know, the player base. That one thing can just set people off. But at the end of the day, guys, you just got to focus on what you can do. Maybe find the comedic value in it. It's not always funny though, unfortunately. All right, let's buy that. So, you know, we're in a losing situation now, even though we are 6-1 and we're really, really strong. Now we just gotta play fights correctly. So let's see. This Caston should R in. He might get very greedy. I missed. I don't think he actually wins though. But he can just live, I guess. Wow, my Ari is here. Ooh. It's not winning, unfortunately. Gotta play really slow. Slow, guys, slow. He's got passive. I actually don't know what the timing on this is. Oh my goodness. Nice, my Ari is not a noob. My Ari is a... Oh, this could be them inting. This could be the counter throw we need. This could be the counter throw we need. Wow, this guy flashed. Ain't no way, boy. Unfortunately, there isn't much we can take, but it is good gold. It is good, good profits. Okay, what can we take? I'm gating in. I'm bound to be max items, but still, we're thinking about what we can take. We're gonna E that. We're gonna check this. Not really much we can take. Just some camps here and there. Maybe we can get this guy's life. Let's see. Nope. Maybe this tower real quick. And we're out. Gotta get this bot scuttle. Gotta get this bot scuttle ASAP.
No quarter for the wicked.
And yeah, just to talk more about, you know, when you have these kinds of games. At the end of the day, you play like this. I always say this: if you play like this every game, or if you play to a level every single game, you will have a positive win rate. And you know, you cannot win them all. Not saying that we cannot win this game, but you can't win them all. So it's good to just think, you know, I'll win. Having a 55 or 60% win rate is very, very good. Ooh, this could be a catch. Guys, just gonna have to. Maybe this is playable. I can do some Jarvan things here. Let's go for Samira. Don't tell me. Don't tell me it's true. I think he's zoomed though. He's got no more jumps. Okay, we lost. Gosh. We lost that 3v5. Don't tell me they end mid. It can't end like this. Surely not. The frustrations of playing a bruiser. That isn't Zihan. I think my bot lane can hold here. But regardless, once again, regardless, still gonna upload this video because yeah, it was a really good demonstration regardless of early game tempo. Even if your team gives up, it's okay. Unlucky. We move on to the next game. So yeah, despite the loss, guys, hopefully you were able to see as well that I have games like this. And I hope you were able to learn something from this video. If you were able to learn something, leave a comment down below and I'll see y'all in the next vid. Peace.